Sorry about the mess. It wasn't like this when I left this morning. So yeah, as you can see, there are rocks all over the place. Someone's been moving them around, I guess. Well, I know you only had a chance to look around for like 10 seconds, but who do you think could have done this? Dang, wow, yeah, maybe a thief came in and ransacked my house, but didn't realize there was nothing of value to steal and just left. How embarrassing for both of us. It'll be so awkward if we put him in jail and have to see him at work. Captain? No, he swore an oath to protect and serve. Yeah, he does come by sometimes, but he's not like other cats who jump up on your table and knock stuff over. Only way he'd ever do that is if there was a criminal on your table. If that's the bookcase, I only have my shelf to blame. Actually, it's none of the above. I ran out of space on my rock shelf, so I've just been placing my new ones in random places, starting to look like one of those old people houses we go to investigate when no one's heard from the old people in a long time. And, sorry, got too real there for a sec. Usually with him, it's stacks and stacks of newspapers anyway, not rocks. So yeah, I need your help. I need a new rock shelf. You know, rectangular wooden object with a series of shelves that stack horizontally so as to store and display rocks. Rock shelf. Can you help me build one? Well, yeah. I mean, kind of like a bookshelf, but for storing rocks. I probably won't be putting any books on this thing. Oh, unless it's a book about rocks. You know what? Let's not rule that out. Do you think you could make me a rectangular wooden object with a series of shelves that stack horizontally that is capable of storing and displaying not only rocks, but potentially, if need be, books as well? Whew, nice. Thought I might be asking too much of you. Thanks a million. Just go ahead and stick it over there on the wall when it's done. Then I'll come home and be like, oh man, new rock case. Thanks. In addition to accepting my task, you've also given me a lot to think about. Well, see ya.
Fancy seeing you here. Hey, come check out this view. It's only right here that you can see both valleys of the canyon. But if I'm being honest, I really just came here to admire our handiwork from a different angle. You know, when I said my master Verna would be proud, actually, I'm not so sure about that. She's more into deconstructivist architecture. Oh, sorry, that's... Yeah! Deconstructivism is a design thing. You deconstruct all the rules that you're supposed to follow, then actively set out not to follow those rules. The result is usually something pretty odd-looking, but neat. You know, if you're good at it. Verna's probably one of the first architects since the Old World that uses this style. And I was pretty good at it too. It's just that this bridge doesn't really need the extra bells and whistles. Know what I mean? Here's one for you. Verna used to ask us this as new apprentices. Would you rather build something really beautiful or really useful? Exactly, yes. The world being the way it is, that's what we have to be doing. Making the free cities a better place for those who need it, with useful constructions. Master Verna, however, doesn't see things that way. Anyone can make something that gets the job done, she'd say. All of you are here to turn your plain ponderings of purposeless pavement piles into things of divine beauty. And though I do and always will appreciate a good alliteration, that ended up not being the path for me. Now don't get me wrong, I love superfluous geometric patterns on my buildings as much as the next gal. It's just, I couldn't stay in Atara working on vanity projects, knowing that the people I care about were here hurting. So after I finished my apprenticeship, I packed my bags, tossed all my job offers in the trash can, and bought a one-way ticket back to Sandrock. My master, she's a piece of work. You know the last thing she said to me? She showed up at the train station with one of those weird little pigs of hers tucked under her arm, just to squeak out one last, "You're wasting your talent." But when I see this bridge we built, this plain old run-of-the-mill, just doing its job and nothing else, very non-deconstructivist bridge, I know in my heart that I did the right thing in coming back home. We saved Sandrock, you know? This won't be our last fight, but very well could have been. It's good having you on the team. I hope you'll stay here. At least till we can turn things around for this town. Well, shucks. I didn't mean to tell you my whole life story. You probably got places to be, huh? I'll probably stick around and soak in the view a bit longer. Well, I've rested long enough. About time I headed back. That was fun. We should hang out more. Later.
G'day. Boy.
Has Owen told you about his new idea? It's even been approved by the church and all. We're going to make the world a better place. Let me fill you in then. Short of it is, some small villages around Sandrock are just scraping by, eating sand rice 3 meals a day. Owen, being the boss he is, decided to step up and ship some hearty meals their way. Only question was logistics. We pitched it to the church and they were on board right away. Had a bit of back and forth. They said they'll help deliver meals if Owen cooks them up. Right? I think it's kind of amazing. These small villages are pretty far from Sandrock, and the desert is a relentless climate. Not so fun fact, perishable food starts to spoil after only 2 hours in the heat. Plus, if we're going to bring them food, I want it to be fresh. Their lives are hard enough. They don't need soggy room temperature noodles on top of the, hardship and everything. So I designed an insulated backpack based on a takeout box relic found by the Civil Corps. It said that in the old world, people could enjoy fresh food without even needing to leave their house. These takeout boxes, they used an advanced technology to make a compound of aluminum oxide and silica powder. This compound is a soft, flexible material that was used for effective insulation. Using this box, food could be kept fresh long enough to ensure a safe and enjoyable delivery. I tried to get Chi to look into the tech for me, but he said it didn't seem worth it. Oh please, space tech isn't the only thing worth studying. Ya space case? Ahem. Best not to get too worked up about it. Anyway, after a bit of my own research, I now have a recipe for the insulated backpack. Would you mind helping me make it? Thank you so much. Alright, come show me when it's ready. I'm kind of curious to see how useful this old world tech really is.
I beg of you to reconsider.
I've told you, Miguel, the people won't stomach another water tax hike. They're stretched thin as it is. I doubt half these folks could even afford it.
Every penny, Minister. You know this.
What I know is this. Now is a time of tribulation for our people. We need not burden them any further.
But this project will add cost.
It inspires hope. We can afford it.
We're spending our goals on frivolities, meaningless eyesores.
We're spending our goals on our people. We're giving someone a chance to make a day's earnings and an opportunity to make a difference in this town. That, to me, is priceless. Well now, always in the right place at the right time, aren't we, Builder? That's good. I think Miguel may require a bit of assistance. I must be going, but be a dear and help him, won't you?
Yes. Help. That's right, Builder. A moment of your time, please. According to some, the church needs a new mural in the temple. The church would be highly appreciative if you could work with our town's artists to manifest these vague requests. The minister thinks that certain effigies of our faith are uninviting. Will you assist us? She gave rather limited notes on the specifics. Nevertheless, I would expect Pablo or Amira should be able to produce a painting of sufficient quality. If we're conscious of budget, perhaps even Jasmine could be recruited to our cause. The church has allocated 1,000 goals for the project. Here you are. What remains afterwards will be your commission for the frame. Return to me when you have the items in question. Be swift, builder. You're looking, but it can't be helped.
Thank you. See ya. See ya.
Delivery!
Why, you...
Thank you very much.
Today too, huh? Hey, check this out! A mysterious black box. It doesn't have a latch or anything, and I can't break it open either. Believe me, I tried. I have to know what's inside. It's driving me crazy! The box must be holding something inside. What do you think I should do? Sure, Director Chi knows all kinds of stuff. Maybe he's even encountered one of these things before. I'll stop by the research center tomorrow around 6 p.m. You should join me if you have time. Well, I've got enough ores for today, I reckon. Be seeing you.
About you. Hope you don't mind. So, yeah, like I was saying, I've tried everything. Drilling, heat, dropping it off the crane lift.
Yes. I don't suppose you have a steel ball on you, do you?
Oh, sure, but... What the... We...
Here's your bar back.
Thank you, Director. Whoa, look at all this old stuff. And there's a letter. I hope you're reading this under the light of the sun again and not still from the darkness. It's been 60 years since that event, which some people are starting to call the Day of Calamity. I hope this capsule can travel through time and show that whatever happened, there was some warmth in these dark times. Wishing you luck and a bright sun, Hicks. By Peach! It's a time capsule from the Age of Darkness! From right around the time of the first builder, Victor! What are the odds of us finding this? Wow, and everything here is preserved perfectly! What do you want to look at?
Unfortunate. Based on the approximate age of the box, I was hoping we'd find something undiscovered. These are all objects of interest, but I'm afraid none are particularly unique.
This letter has a bunch of stuff about gangs and hurting people. Director, was the Age of Darkness really that bad?
I hadn't realized you had failed your history classes. How surprising. Allow me to enlighten you. Yes. In fact, this letter is rather tame in its descriptions. In the first 50 years after the Day of Calamity, the surviving population were lucky to locate even one proper meal per day, resulting in desperate panic and constant tribe-like warfare over resources. In combination with poor nutrition, poor hygiene, and lack of sunlight, which led to various physical ailments and illnesses, the result was the lowest average life expectancy in human history. All in all, the era is quite suboptimal for research, and I, for one, am rather glad to exist currently.
Gosh, that sounds so horrible! But at the same time, it really is amazing there were people back then like Hicks here who never lost hope. Can you imagine? If it wasn't for heroes like Hicks and Peach, we might still be underground and worrying about where our next meal might come from. Director...
Social history is not exactly an interest of mine. I suggest if you have more questions, you do your own research or someone who cares.
Sure, Director. Thanks for all your help. Wow, what a find! I knew a bit about the Age of Darkness, but this is my first time getting such a hands-on experience with history. We need to try hard to carry on the legacy of these people from the past. That gives me an idea. Say, why don't we make our own time capsule? It could be our chance to contribute our knowledge and experiences to the people of the future. Director, could you draw us out a...
No.
Fine. I mean, it's just a box. How hard could it be to come up with a design? Why don't you let me figure out what it's made of, and I'll send you a diagram as soon as possible. I knew you'd be into it. While you're working on it, I'll gather up some historical stuff we can put in there. Maybe we can provide the people of the future with something more substantial than our old pal Hicks. Anyway, once you're done, bring the box to me. Then we'll go bury it. Oh, and let's each also bring one personal item that we want to send to the future. Make sure it's something that doesn't expire. Okay, it's a plan. Catch up with you soon.
Hey, I was at work and I heard someone come in because my house is next door, and I'm glad it's you and not someone else. Whoa, you really pulled all the stops out on this one. Books, rocks, heck, you could just put about anything in there. Let me just collect all my rocks here, and we can take this bad boy for a test display. Cool. Say, do you want to stick around for a bit? I mean, maybe you could help me decide which rocks to put where. Alright, cool. Let me just put on some tunes to set the mood. So, the short of it is, I like to organize the rocks into 3 categories: high, mid, and low tier. The mid tier represents the one I think are alright, and definitely deserve a seat at the table, or a rock shelf. And low tier, well, those rocks I'm not a super fan of, but I'm sure other people like. Let's start with the top. First we got onyx, painite, zinc, and then this one. I don't know what it is. Onyx is dark and mysterious. It's pretty shiny, reflects light, makes you kind of wonder about the universe. Next is painite. Despite the name, it's really got nothing to do with pain. It's just a nice red rock. I've only ever found one before. She said it's super rare, maybe the only one in the world. So I guess you could say this rock is unique. Then there's zinc. Zinc is really useful. It's found in the wirings of our telegraphs, street lamp posts. Why, even the firing pin in our Civil Corps pistols are made of zinc. I'd hate to live in a world without zinc. Last but not least is this one. I had some stuff to say about the other ones, but not this one. Oh well. Ready to choose your favorite? And hey, in case you didn't think the stakes were high enough, despite it already being in high tier, why don't we also choose the rock that makes us think of each other? I'll go first. I choose painite, because it's the best rock, and you're the best rock. There can only be one best rock by definition, and I already said it was you. Okay, now you go. Wow, you think I'm useful as zinc? That's a tall order. I don't know if I can fill those shoes. No one's ever been able to make shoes large enough for zinc. That's why zinc wears no shoes. And tragically, I still and always do. Nice. They look good up here. High and mighty. Wondering what the peasant rocks are up to. Sorry, that was out of line. All rocks are great. Next is mid-tier. We have sulfur, selenite, and coal. Sulfur is toxic. I just like the way it looks. It's slightly toxic to touch, but definitely don't lick this one. It would make you pretty sick. Well, Captain licked it once and got sick. Guess it hasn't been tested on humans yet. I just wouldn't. Next is selenite. Some people call it selenite rose. Couldn't really recommend licking it either. I mean, maybe once or twice is fine. It's pretty much just salt. It'll dissolve if you lick it too much. Then you've got nothing, except maybe a tummy ache. Well, I just always thought they are. I never thought I'd have to convince anyone of it. Glad to know you're on the trolley now, though. Last, but again, not least, is coal. I place coal in the mid-tier because I just kind of like it. I mean, it is kind of an ugly chunk of gunk, only good for being used up, and then when it is, it harms the environment. But on the plus side, it's coal. I'm all picked out, I think. You're gonna have to fly solo from here on out, I think. Which one makes you think of me? Ah, yes, salt. Nature's candy. I'm honored that you would even think to associate me with one of the world's most diligent and memorable condiments. Maybe one day I can work my way up to ketchup, the deputy of condiments. Alright, whew. Finally, we're about ready to wrap things up with low tier. Last and least. Need a minute? Or are you ready? Thanks. It's nice that you're listening. It's one of the things I like best about you. Not everybody likes to listen. I don't mind if they don't, but it's better when somebody does, especially when it's you doing the listening. Gotta write that one down. Later. On paper. Alright, final tier. These are a lot of what people call regular rocks. Granite, sandstone, marble. Some of them have bits of quartz in them that sparkle in the sunlight. Some of them are quartz. When it comes to squeaking into bottom tier, the main thing I look for here is hustle. What shape is the rock? Does it look like it's a hard worker? Does it look like it started from the bottom and now it's trying to get into the bottom tier? This piece of granite to me looks like a fluffy cloud. The fact that such a hard, sturdy piece of rock could be so fluffy and cute makes me think I can be whatever I want to be. This sandstone, the fact that it's called a sandstone and not a sandrock, despite its location, I can't help but admire its rebellious spirit. This quartz, there are many others like it, but this one's mine. It's the most common crystal in the world. If you don't count feldspar. In some places, it's see-through. In other places, it's milky and not so see-through. Is it hiding secrets? Is it transparent about other things? When light passes through, it creates a rainbow. Even though it's common, its shape is unique, the same way every snowflake is unique. And when it wants to, it can create an amazing display of color. Like just about any crystal really. That's why quartz is bottom tier. So now I ask, which of these do you think represents us? Sorry, I keep changing the rules of this game and stuff. I kinda just made it up on the spot. Need to work out the bugs. So yeah, which one is us? Yeah, in a weird way, I think it is. Wow, there you have it. That took a lot longer than I expected, but the results speak for themselves. This is probably the best display I've ever seen. Thanks for helping me. Feel free to come and check out the rocks anytime. Doors always open. See ya.
Information we need. Oh, thank you. I've got lots of things to do, so I'd better get started.
Sure, I'd like a fancy old luxurious of resorts.
Happened.
It ain't fair, I hear from time to time.
Hey, this looks pretty good. You sure you didn't nab it from some highfalutin pro shop? Gosh, I feel all the rain clouds being chased away. I can't wait to get back out on the trail and try this thing out. Here's your pay as promised. Be seeing ya.
See me complaining.
for me? Hey, nice. Looks good. If the design works, the food will not only last for hours, but also arrive at its destination looking like it's fresh out of the kitchen. You know, the more I study old world technology, the more I realize that most of their advancements came from pure laziness. These takeout boxes, for example. It's just because they were too lazy to leave their house or cook. Certainly if necessity is the mother of all invention, laziness is the father. Or uncle. Daughter? Because necessity comes first? Cousin? Well, anyway, thanks for your help. I'll give this to Danby. They said she was more than eager to do the deliveries, and I'll be there to give her a hand when she's busy. Oh, don't worry about it. If I'm in danger, I'll just call out. I'm sure the Civil Corps will come running. We arrive in 10 minutes or less, or your next rescue's free. That's the Justice Guarantee. See you later.
Let's giddy up! Yeah! I'll live for this! Woohoo!
I sometimes ride out here for my morning cattle herding. Take a deep breath, soak it all in. We're above all the dust and gunk, so the air is extra fresh. Plus, the view ain't nothing to sneeze at neither. Ah, yeah, that's the good stuff. What's your take, partner? Feeling inspired? Humbled by the vastness of the great outdoors? Huh? I don't follow. Well, ain't getting any younger. In a good mood today. Yeah, yeah. Giddy up. Come on, faster. That's my favorite running spot. I like to bring Belle out here and just gun it down that hill. Hands tight on the reins, wind in my hair. Here's pretty much the only spot I feel like I'm anywhere but inside city lines. And it's the furthest my folks will let me go. They think I'm still a kid. But when the sun sets out here at my spot, I'm whoever I want to be. Whether I'm hoofing it or riding like the wind, out here, nobody can tell me what to do. I'm a bird, wild and free, but my pa doesn't even want me out this far. He's always saying I gotta be more ladylike, which is just code for boring. I'm a legal adult, I know how to take care of myself, but they still treat me like some baby yak male. One of these days, though, push is gonna come to shove, and I reckon I'm gonna have to... Say, wanna hear a secret? I've got a treasure box hidden nearby. I'm quietly saving up, storing away a few goals here and there. Then, before you know it, whoosh! I'll be buying the first ticket out of this one yak town. Like I said, free as a bird. Huh? Ain't you paying attention? Whole point of running away is not being beholden to anybody, to be my own self. Besides, imagine someone trying to take care of me with my paw around. That'd be rich. Say, I tell you what, cowpoke. I hereby issue a challenge. See if you can find my treasure chest. I'd consider it a favor whether you found it or not. If you did, that means I didn't hide it good enough. You're all right for a city slicker. And a staunch companion. Real true blue. I feel like I can tell you anything. Anyway, I gotta get home. You wanna ride back to town? Alright, you go find my chest. I'ma head back now. Tell me if you find it. Or don't.
The new box. Same as the old box, or just as sturdy at least. Well done. I'll bet this thing would last 1,000 years, you overachiever you. I've got my stuff. Are you ready to go bury the box? Just give me your personal item and I'll put... choice. Maybe people in the future will write about this stuff in their history books. You ready to go? Let me know and we'll head out. You ready? All right, let's go. All right, this is the spot. I put our stuff inside. Mine included a few builder materials following in Hicks tradition. I also included some historical records, as well as some of the best literature we New World people have produced, including a copy of my favorite episode of Doyle Arthur. For my personal item, well, I thought it'd be good to take a picture of us together. I mean, because, well, it didn't seem fair not knowing what Hicks looked like. They should know what the two builders of Sandrock looked like. Otherwise, our story doesn't mean as much, don't you think? Here, we can use my camera. We look like pros. Oh, I guess we should write a letter too, huh? That was the most interesting part of Hicks's box. What should we write about? What's more moving than a good romance story? In the last one I read, the couple couldn't be together in the end. It was so sad. I almost cried. Let's wish for the people of the future to have learned from our mistakes. Spread the love. Okay, everything's ready. Let's give our time capsule a proper send-off. Well, that's that. I can only imagine one day there'll be other people opening up our time capsule, reading our letter, and being transported back to our time. How totally cool. I guess this is my way of telling to the world that I was here, that I existed, and I'm doing my best. Whew. Also, I put a latch on our box to make it way easier to open. Thanks again. It's so nice to have someone who shares my interests here in town. I'll let you know if I dig up anything else cool.
A painting? For the church. Darling, I'm afraid I must respectfully decline. My art is suitable for museums, gallerias, and possibly poetry jam coffee shops if they're chic enough. I can hardly think of a place less hip than the church, I'm afraid. Perhaps the lovely Amira would be up to your task.
Welcome. Is there something I can help you with? A mural for the temple. It's a wonderful idea. But a mural that size will take some time. And that's not something I have a lot of. Still, since you'll be putting aside your work to make the frame, perhaps I can do the same. It's a tough job though, and with things being tight lately, I'm afraid I can't offer a sizable discount. So it will be 1,000 goals for the mural. Would that work for your budget? Wonderful. I'll get started right away. I'll send it to you when I'm done.
Oh shoot! So you found my treasure chest, huh? Dang, I thought I was slick. Well, I hope it weren't too easy for you at least. Well, that's pretty good news. Had to work for it, huh? If that's the case, then my next hiding spot won't be found by nobody for 1,000 years. See you soon!
You're up. I'm also up. I like daytime because that's when the sun is out. It makes it much easier to see everything. Hey, I have an idea for something that will be really fun. Well, unless we get attacked by monsters or something along the way. But if that doesn't happen, should be good. Can you meet me tomorrow at 8 p.m.? Great. Bring that rock with you too. The one I gave you that looks like a cartoon heart, but not a real heart, because that would be weird. Don't forget, tomorrow at 8 p.m. I'll have everything ready.
Work, Builder. I knew the church could rely on you. I do appreciate the effort, make no mistake, but were I minister, we would not have spent our scant resources on such a project. But I am not. Thank you, Builder. I'm glad you see my vision of the light. We both studied in Mayday. We've known each other for a long time. She's always been bright-eyed and idealistic, seeing the good in everyone. The ministry adores students such as her. I, on the other hand, have held tightly to the texts and the studies into the age of corruption. We need to learn well from the demise of the old world. When I was sent to Sandrock, the temple was just another building. The citizens paid no real heed to the teachings and had lost their way. They watched my servants skeptically, unaware they were repeating the sins of their forefathers. Others believe they are devout, but I can see the corruption inside them. They always did everything the way they wanted, not the right way. Do they not see, by flaunting the rules left and right, we're blindly stumbling into another Armageddon? I tried to warn them, to open their eyes. I only aim to do what's best for my flock. The spirits of the people need guidance away from their disorderly ways. Let us place this work upon the temple walls. Spectacular piece of art. If only its purpose were not so incompatible with my beliefs. To cover up the day of calamity. Are we to forget our history? Sandrock has its problems, but is not the most core of our beliefs to never forget the day of calamity? Nevertheless, these decisions are not mine to make anymore. I was here for a short while before Mady sent Matilda. As soon as she arrived, we received word that she would be taking the role of minister. I presume her interpretation of the light scripture was more fitting for the people of this town. I'm not one to question the church's orders, so I graciously accepted my subservient role. So you see it the same as me. The people here need guidance. It was the lack of guidance that let the population go astray during the age of corruption. I worry the minister is too lenient with the citizens of this town. She seems to believe the people here want to follow the light, but only a select few profess and show their belief in an appropriately fundamental manner. Anyway, Thank you, Builder. I appreciate your dedication. Every act you perform for our city helps to spread telesis in these lands and beyond.
Yo, Grace, are you poking around the breach again?
Just going for a walk. Don't tell me that's against the law now.
No, only walking that's against the law is jaywalking. But, hey, point is, don't even think about going in there. We can't let Sieves through without the proper training. I hate to be dramatic, but what's worth more to you? Your papers or your life?
I know that's meant to be rhetorical, but probably my dissertation. When is the breach going to be reopened to the public? I would like to look for more relics at some point.
It'll open when it's open, which is to say, when it's been reclassified as an abandoned ruins. And don't even think about trying to sneak in there. I wouldn't want to, but I do have the right to detain you if you're proven to be a danger to yourself.
What's the basis for all these wild accusations? I walk down this way all the time. This imagined notion of me even thinking of sneaking into the breach is just that. Something you've just made up in your head. I also have to notice that the breach has been this way for quite some time. Normally, I would have expected you, core type, to have this handled already. Sir, if I may ask, is the stress getting to you?
Hey, come on, give us a break. We've been up to our eyeballs in Geeglers. Plus, there's Logan. Yeah, it is getting to be a little rough out here, as a matter of fact. Glad somebody noticed.
Aw, poor Justice. Why don't you just take a day off? What you need is some rest. Then you'll have your edge back. I mean, at the very least. Surely you don't need to literally stand here in front of the breach. We all know not to go in.
Yeah, maybe I could just head back to the office. Pour a big old glass of yak milk, kick up my heels, and hey, wait a sec. Dang, how come every time I talk to you I end up with a headache? Look, Grace, I'm not kidding around. I take the safety of everybody in this town seriously. If something happened to you down there, I'd never forgive myself. Talk to me again when your fighting chops are up to snuff. Like, say, Builder's here.
Right. How about this then? If I were to commission the Builder to enter the ruins on my behalf, you'd have no objections to that, would you, Sheriff?
Well, no. I guess that'd all be pretty by the book in my book. I reckon it's on the two of you to work something out. I gotta keep patrolling, but I'm gonna have my eye on you. Maybe just adjust your stroll path to be a little less hair-raising, all right? Y'all are gonna be the death of me.
Well, you heard the man. Looks like I don't need to sneak into the breach if I can recruit your help. The things I need are relatively simple, but I think I'd feel better if someone with an eye more discerning than that of a soldier's went in to look. So? Great. A bit of context. I'm an archaeology student in Atara, saving up to finish my degree. When I have time, I try to do field work that I hope will be beneficial for when I go back. You've been to the breach, right? Did you manage to pick up on what that place used to be? You know, back in the old world? Ah, yes. That soul-crushing monotony that saps your life energy to the point where you can't break out of doing exactly the same thing every single day for years while you make money for someone else. Can you believe people used to do that? When it was open, the breach was a great place to look for archaeological finds and, right, you know the story. One of my main focuses is old-world audio-visual media. From salvaged memos and effects, I've discovered a concept discussed among old-world drones known as huke. I've surmised this term to mean listening to music at work. So next time you're in the breach, Just be on the lookout for old world music related media. Anything that seems vaguely relevant. Discs, posters. Also, I need some small chips from down there too. For reasons... Thanks again for agreeing to do this. I guess with you in the picture, everyone's lives are being made a little easier. Come find me when you've got some old world music stuff. And don't forget those small chips either, please.
Remember the special rock I gave you? Great. I have special plans for it. I'm really glad you're here. Sometimes it feels like we never get to do stuff together. You're always building things. I'm always walking around looking for bad guys. I wish we had more time to do stuff like this instead. You may have noticed this extraordinary pile of rocks next to all the regular rocks that are usually here. I chose them especially for our date tonight. You know I love to stack rocks in different ways. It's been a relaxing and creative outlet for me. Lately, I've also been thinking about everything I do better when it's with you. Then it hit me. If stacking rocks by myself is my favorite thing to do, doing it with you will be the most favoritist thing ever. So here's my plan. I'll make part of this thing thinking about you and how happy I am when I'm with you. If you do the same and finish the parts I left empty, then it'll be like the rock version of our love. Huh? No, it is our love in rock form. Well, without further ado, let's get this party started. Quick, what's your favorite color? But you can only choose Rufus or Sepia. Rufus, same color as the head of a hornbill. Okay, perfect. I was hoping you'd say that. Okay, next, what's your favorite shape? But you can only choose mountain, heart, or thumbs up. These are the only shapes I know how to make. Ah, like a bigger version of the heart-shaped rock. A sequel. If there's anything I know about anything, the world can always use more sequels. Start with a good foundation. Okay, I'll put this one here. Huh. Oops, almost dropped one. Now for the final piece. You can add the stone that symbolizes our love yourself. It goes right on top. This might be the best night of my life, and now you've left a piece to remember it by. A complete stack, made by us, steady, just like in a strong relationship, which we have. Strong and steady, like a rock? Oh, now I see. What you were saying before. Thank you for coming out here. I know stacking rocks isn't everyone's favorite thing to do. You're really good at it though. It's late. We should get you home and tucked in for the night, so you won't be too tired tomorrow. I mean, you look kind of cool when you have shadows under your eyes, but it's a bad habit. Sweet dreams, my love.
See ya.
Oh, man.
What's all this then? Slight damage around the edges. Bit of fading. But you can make out the font pretty clearly. Admiral Salt, something something. No thanks, computer. Probably from around 250 before Peach if I had to guess. Would probably score a preservation rating of at least a B back with the professors. Nice find. And good timing too. My latest essay topic was just approved. Old World Utilization Theory, a case study on Sandrock's The Breach. Mouthful that it is, my essay titles are actually more concise than most. Anyway, this helps me build my case around my hooky hypothesis. So, thanks again. Wasn't too much trouble, I hope. Dangerous? You appear to be in one piece, at least. Oh yeah? Make sure you train if you're going to keep diving like this, though. Follow through with your strikes. Use all your weight to attack. Don't forget to exercise your core. Just some tips I saw in Ruined Divers seasonally. Well, in any case, you've been a lot of help. If, hypothetically, I'd gone into the breach myself, I wouldn't have had all this time to get a jump start on my essay. Oh, speaking of which, I'll let you know how that goes. Thanks again.
Ow! My back! My waist! My tibia! My whole body aches. Might be time to cut back on the late night commissions. I passed out on the side of the road last night and now... Oh, no. I bet everyone saw me sleeping on the job. This is so embarrassing. Thanks for catching me. If not for you, I might have broken a bone or something. Maybe I should go to the doctor. Don't worry, this lake still works. Kinda. I can make it. To the clinic. Wait, no. No time for health concerns. I've got this commission here from Haiti that needs to be done ASAP. Well, off I go then. Really? You'd do that for me? Wow. Well, okay. It's just a normal bookcase. When you're finished, just take it over to Haiti for me. Now I have no excuse not to go see Dr. Ow! I bit my tongue. Okay. See ya.
With a pulpous comfy chair. I'll hold off on the writing until I get the furniture set. The best stories need the best furniture. I got another builder and the local carpenter to help out with the rest of the furnishings. Ooh, can't wait for everything to be ready.
These flowers look beautiful. Now, I'm going to go out, my friend. Would you do me the honor of joining me on my right? Excelsior! Onward!
I just bought this big bucket of water, and I'm about to dump it all in the sand. I love doing horrible things and announcing it to the world. The thrill of almost getting caught, oh, it invigorates me.
Stop right there, Arksy boy! Keep the water where we can see it!
Huh? You again? The water police? And who's your sidekick? Dewdrop Cop? Yeah, okay.
Take it easy. We just want to help you.
I told you before, and I'll tell you again. I bought this water with my own money. Fair and square. If I want to pour it on the sand, it's my right.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. That's a really good point. Wait, no! There's something wrong about all this!
I spend my money to buy happiness for myself. I don't care about your stupid town and your stupid pond.
Hey, you're right! But he's not listening to reason! Prepare the ultimate weapon!
What?
Ready?
Hey, hold on a second. You can't do this.
Aim!
Stow your weapons. I'll pay the fine, okay? Just let me go. Stop!
Fire!
Ah! What is that?
Behold! Our ultimate weapon, the power of life. This flower grew from once arid lands once thought inhospitable. But here in Sandrock, with the power of love and friendship and faith, and maybe some science stuff, we were able to grow something from nothing.
My gosh. I see. I've wasted my life.
Yes, a bit. But it's not too late to change.
I'm so stupid.
There, sir. We all make mistakes.
Shut up, water boy. I'm so incredibly dumb.
No. Listen, my name's Burgess, and...
I'm sorry. I'm too foolish to learn your name, or do anything else for that matter. I can't do anything right. I've wasted my life.
Well, even a foolish person could understand that it's bad to waste water.
Even me?
Well, I do think you're being a bit hard on yourself, but yes, I believe literally anyone could make the decision to not waste water.
You're right, Waterman. I'll do it. I'll I'll stop wasting water forever.
Hooray!
Hooray indeed! Now where can I buy some matches?
Try by the stairs. It's by the stairs, in the center of town.
Thank you, Water Police. And you too, Dewdrop. You've changed my life.
Nice one! See? Everyone can be good if they adopt the right mindset. Let's set out on patrol for more water wasters. Let's go!
Man, what is up with them Sandrockers? So what if I used more water than needed to take a bath? It's not like that'll make a difference. You know what? I'm gonna waste a bunch of water. That'll show them.
Stop! In the name of the guidelines!
Huh? Water cop? Get out of here. I just want to use some extra water. Is that a crime? Is that so bad?
You see, if everyone thought like you, then there would be less water for all involved. Wouldn't that be a sad day?
But I just can't help myself.
I know you can do it. I know you can conserve water.
Forget about me, water cop. It's too late. Help? There's no helping me. I'm a lost cause.
Don't say that.
Oh, woe is me. How am I to break this habit?
Stop with all that loser talk. And behold.
What is that?
Life! Check it out!
Life? Wow, that's cool.
This flower overcame all odds and bloomed in the desert. If life can find a way, why can't you?
You're right. I can't be bested by some lame, stupid baby pansy flower.
Well, hey, don't...
Yeah, I'm gonna be the best man I can be. I'm gonna go back to the pet food workshop, and I'm gonna crank out more kibbles and bits than all the other Sandrockers you know combined.
Well, that sounds pretty good, I think.
Don't stop me, water cop. I'm my own man now. I'm gonna buy a stock.
Okay.
arbiter of chaos. Water goes wherever I please. Splish, splash, drip, drip, glug, glug, glug. Water everywhere, but not a drop to drink.
Oh no! The Arbiter of Chaos! What are we gonna do?
I see your point, and choose to ignore it! Chaos!
Oh no, this guy's off the rails! We need to employ the proper countermeasures. Gaze upon this image and let your spirit be healed.
Suddenly the whole world makes sense. The symmetry of the petals, the stockiness of the stem, the intoxicating fragrance. It's as if all the chaos has taken shape and arrived in this perfect form. Like it all led to something there. There was never any chaos to begin with. It was all leading to this moment. This is what life is all about!
Yeah! Well, flowers are pretty cool, but there's actually a lot more this world has to offer.
Silence! My purpose in life is clear now. To look at flowers. That is all I must ever do! The mist of chaos has been dispelled. Now I see. Only clear skies. Goodbye. Think of me whenever you do something intelligent.
Well, I'm not sure we really helped that guy, but at least we got him to stop wasting water. Let's call it a win. Wow, so many arcs today. Gosh, if you weren't here, I don't think I could have converted any of them. Your poignant remarks scratched the surface of their very souls. It was real neato. The world is definitely a better place now that there are 3 less water wasters around. Huh? Why, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. You know, I guess I was always worried that maybe I don't look exactly cool, flailing my arms around, dishing out high-pitched whining at wandering tourists over nuisance-free laws. But maybe, actually, I do! Your words have filled me with confidence. I'll always do my best, knowing that you might be watching. Here's a little something for your trouble. Spoiler alert, it's water! Thank you so much! Let's hunt arcs again soon!
Thank you kindly, Builder. I've been quite looking forward to... Say, wasn't it Mian who took my commission? So that's what happened. That's a real shame. Mian is always doing stuff like this. She should have just asked me. I have plenty of meds for this kind of situation. Here, take a few to her for me, will ya? Can't believe she was so bent on finishing this for me.
Hey, how's it going? Medicine? Oh, thanks. How'd the commission go? Did Haiti like it? Great! How nice of her. But even with the medicine, Dr. Fain implied I need to work half days for the better part of the month. I'm already starting to stress. I don't know. That's just how I am. Almost everyone in my family is a successful builder, and it's just assumed that if we're not doing something productive, we're wasting time. Back when Elsie took my license, it was my fault for losing it, and I was letting everyone down by not taking commissions. My parents would be so disappointed if they saw me loafing around, letting my workshop ratings stagnate. Now, because I overworked myself, I'm going to get behind again. And it's even worse than last time. If I really spent half my time cooped up in my workshop for 2 weeks, I think I'm gonna go crazy. Date? Yeah, right. Good one. I don't think anyone here likes me like that anyway. I'm just here to focus on being a builder. Oh, I got it. Zeke gave us those seeds after the moisture farm ordeal. I wonder if learning to grow them could be useful. Yeah, that could work. Thanks for all your help. Because of you, now I have medicine, no pending commissions, and a plan for my downtime. I feel better already. Okay, you've spent enough time on me. You need to go back to doing stuff for yourself. Let's catch up again when I'm back to 100%.
Absolutely amazed at your craftsmanship. This set is good enough to put my pa's furniture to shame. I don't know what to say. I guess now that the furniture has been taken care of, we can get the housewarming party started. That's the idea, and that's why I invited you over. I already have a mental draft of the novel, but I just need to liven up my new place a bit to get my hands all prepped for writing. How about it? You want to come? Good, good. Let me tell you what you need to bring. Let's see. Can you bring one dish? If one person brings one dish, 10 people should bring enough for a feast. I'll take care of the other stuff. One more thing. Is there anyone else I should invite, in your opinion? As a gentleman, I should appreciate your initiative, but that's a bit too fast for me. I'm just kidding. But since you already put it that way, you'd better come. Anyway, I'll write up the other invitations right now. No point in keeping you here. See you at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Remember, bring one dish.
Finally. Let me check and see if there are any damages. Great, no problems. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You must be here to pick up the completed version of RVO's very modest and not at all narcissistic design for a billboard. My fee is 500 golds. Huh? Just like that? No haggling? No offers of exposure? Ooh, that RVO has really done a number on you, hasn't he? You just be careful, you know. He's not exactly known for paying his debts in a timely manner, but that's not really my problem now, is it? Thank you. And make sure you color inside the lines.
Miguel was satisfied with his purchase. It's perfect! Look at the majesty! I can't bear to draw my eyes away. I look so friendly and welcoming. You're all set! Amazing! My design, your handiwork, and Pablo's finishing touches. It's absolutely perfect! People are going to start calling my shop by the stairs. You know, with all the attention I'll be getting. Like, everybody will be looking. Or staring? Ah, by the way, how much was Pablo's fee? What? Ah, you think you're pretty slick, huh? I'll find out one way or another, and you'll be paid back in full. Mark my words.
The shop owner and the workshop owner. What are you two doing here? Not thinking of traveling somewhere, are you? With so much work to be done?
Pastor, hello! We were just admiring this fine billboard that our friend here made.
An advertisement? Let me see. Yes, very nice. But you are aware that there is an application process for new constructions, are you not? No one is above the law, RVO. In case you forgot, any construction on public property must first go through the Commerce Guild with an application fee, following which the request will be sent to City Hall, where Heidi and myself...
Right. Application. And the fee.
You would do well not to interrupt me, boy. As I was saying, Heidi works with me, keeping track of zoning for new constructions. But as it turns out, to my knowledge, there is no zoning conflict here.
Woo! You know, Hulcha, the way you were talking, you made it sound like...
However...
Huh?
There is still the matter of the application fee that you so absent-mindedly circumvented. 500 goals. Otherwise, I'm afraid the city will have to take down this very modest creation of yours.
Yes, of course. I would never dream of trying to wriggle out of paying for such a valid and clearly very necessary service. Let me just speak with my partner privately for a moment. As you may recall, I'm still a bit short. Also, I don't have 500 goals on me. But don't worry, I have a plan. Let's convince Miguel to keep the sign up and just give me a few days to come up with the money. Nice! Alright, just follow my lead.
What's there to discuss? This isn't exactly what I'd call a complicated issue.
Pasta, the thing is, for a little shop like mine, 500 goals is quite a hit. I don't even make that from a full day's work. Can we leave the sign up and I can pay the fee after a couple of days? I mean, it's not like I'm going anywhere. You can see my shop from your church, can't you? And I mean, who knows? Maybe some tourists will see the sign and decide to hop off the train. This sign could pay for itself in a matter of days.
I must admit, to see you young people so united, it does fill one with hope. Fine. I suppose these laws were originally written with the intention to improve commerce in Sandrock, not hinder it. You have 3 days. I will inform City Hall.
Wonderful. Thank you, Pasta. You're so forgiving, just like your religion tells you to be. I do so admire those who practice what they preach.
Yes, quite.
Ha! That went well, I'd say. Thank you for your support. Within a few days, I'll have that silly fee paid for. Oh, and I'll pay you back as well. Whew! Finally, I love it when a plan comes together. Some of what I said is true, by the way. I do think this billboard will pay for itself in no time flat. All right, I'm going to speak with Jensen about when there's the most traffic so I can prepare for the crowds. Thanks again.
You grace me with your presence. You are the first to arrive. Have you brought a dish over? Let's wait for the others. We'll start the party when everyone's here. I really thought that I hit it off real good with the townsfolk. Where is everyone? What's going on? What are they still doing on the desk? Oh, drat! I forgot that I've moved to Sandrock already. There's no one to do my work for me. No butlers, no cooks. I had a whole team running errands for me back home. I remember how angry I was when my butler sent my love letter before I could even finish it. And now I'm the one who forgot to send my own letters. I have no one to blame but myself. Well, at least it's nice to know I'm not hated. This was back in grade school. I don't even remember who it was for, but my sister turned it into a song at some point. Have you ever been to Atara? A lot of people know that song. Stars in the puppy's eyes, falling into the kitten's dreams. Does that ring a bell? Alright then. Seeing as nobody else will come tonight, why don't you take the cake home, if you'd like?
Oi! Yeah, oi!
Howdy.
That ball of paper. Can I have a look? I think it might be mine. No, I didn't mean to litter. I'm sorry. I dropped it out of my window in a fit of frustration earlier. Thank you. It suddenly occurred to me that I'd written a particularly beautiful sentence on this piece. I'm sure it seems strange to rifle through trash finding a single sentence, but to a writer, inspiration comes but at a moment's notice. But I couldn't remember what it was I wrote. Let me see. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. No, that's awful. No one would remember that. What was I thinking? The stars glisten with the light of 1,000 lives. A diamond, an oath, a promise. This sentence. What do you think? You understand! Diamonds and stars. Had they had eyes, they would have witnessed the greatest of romance. Isn't it a lovely thought? For you... A poem, I think, would be fitting. A poem can express feelings far better than prose, for those with whom you are closer. Anyway, let me think. I really need some context for this sentence. No, unfortunately not. This is for a new job. I'm writing a column for the Tumbleweed Standard. Since coming to Sandrock, I've almost spent all of my savings. As a writer, I don't have much of an income before each release. So, in order to stay here and write my books, I need an income to supplement my daily expenses. And I can't just ask my family for more money. So, my wondrous, amazing, kind builder, I have a request. For the sake of helping those in dire straits, eating nothing but the specials at the Blue Moon, could I ask you for a discount next time I need your services? Industrious, aren't you? Well, I was joking with you, but since you mention it, how about this? I don't need a discount, but I'll still repay the debt. How about a poem? A poem. It will belong to you. You'll own it, totally non-fungible. Even if my sister sings it, well, she'll have to pay you royalties. How about that? Does it sound like a good idea? Oh! Is that a blush I see on your cheeks? You're cute, you know that? Well, today has been enlightening. Thank you so much for your inspiration. And also for keeping me company. But I really have to run. These articles don't write themselves, you know.